All right, and we're back. Another episode, Beauty Beats and Balance. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
Welcome back. We are here.
We are here, and we are being consistent.
Yes.
Is this our fourth, third, fourth?
I don't know, but we're being consistent.
We're doing it. We sticking to this little schedule. I think it's working for us. What you think?
I think it's working. The studio's working. We just come in, we sit down.
Yeah, because you don't see all the stuff that I had to do for 2 hours.
Well, I come in and sit down.
Right,
So it works.
you just come in and get right to it. You come in looking pretty and get to it.
And that's what all the podcasts are supposed to do. Just come on in and sit down, look cute.
That's what the stars do. Just
I said all the podcasts is the
I'm
one that want to
saying.
come record here. They just come in, sit down, you ready to go.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Sounds good.
So let's see. What we gonna start with? So many things.
Let's dive in. Let's dive in. We got a few things.
We did talk about our anniversary last episode.
Yeah.
And we actually celebrated.
We did.
And Walter did so good, y'all.
Oh, man. We need some hand claps.
Put my little horn.
Yeah.
He did so good. I ain't gonna do my horn.
Okay.
Yes, I am, because you did that good. I'm gonna do the horn. You did it. He deserved a horn.
Good deal. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
I did.
It makes me feel good to do good things.
And you know, and you paid attention to detail.
Mm.
You covered all the bases.
Mm.
You know I like flowers. Yes. Then you got the cutest little hotel. And we did a staycation, which was so, have we ever done a staycation?
I feel like we...
I think I've done a staycation. But have we ever done a staycation together? Because let me pause, because I will take some time for myself and go check into a hotel room. I will. And I tell the kids and I tell Walter, I'll be back.
And as soon as you close the door, it's a party. We turn up. As soon as you pull out the driveway.
But I don't think we've ever done it.
I don't think
we've ever done it together.
I don't think so.
I think we always go out of town.
Right.
But we stayed within
or you run off and leave your family and go.
Oh my gosh.
Stay at a hotel somewhere.
Yes, I will, because I need a break. Women need that. Women, if you are a busy mom, career woman, sometimes you need to step away, go get your hotel room, get you some good food, find you some good shows to watch or a book, and just sit there and do nothing.
Watch Housewives in peace.
Yep, whatever. Yes, exactly.
I understand. Well, go ahead.
It was a shock though when he said pack a bag.
Mm-hmm. You weren't expecting that.
So of course I'm thinking grandiose. So where we finna fly off to? Where we finna fly off to, babe?
I'm like, I'm trying to keep the surprise, and keep it up here, but also like let's reel it in a little bit. Let's reel it in.
Pack a bag, okay? How many bags?
Reel it in.
One bag, two bags. How many bags I need?
Reel it in. Look, you had the book.
I had a book. I'm ready to ride.
When I saw that book, I said, she really think we finna be gone somewhere.
I said, I need a book for the ride, honey. I'm ready.
But I said, I ain't gonna spoil it for you. I'm gonna let you have that. I'm gonna let you have that joy.
I overpacked. Let's just say that. I overpacked. But it was nice.
Where we stayed?
We stayed at the Memphis. Mm-hmm. And before we went to the Memphis, though, we did stop at Mendicow.
We did. Wow.
We did.
Dang.
It's always nice to stop at Mendicow.
You did all that for your anniversary? Wow.
Shut up.
You got a good husband.
Keep in mind, I was just in Mendicow. And we'll say this. I was in Mendicow a couple of days before.
For what?
To get something for you.
Oh, okay.
So I'm in there like, don't say nothing. Don't say you just saw me. Mm-hmm. They like, hey, oh, hey.
But the more I think about it, I thought about it, like when we got there, it was weird how you took off running through the door ahead of me. I was like, what is she doing? But it makes sense now.
I'm like, don't say you just saw me. Don't say you just saw me. Mm-hmm. Because I had to find a necklace. I had to find him a necklace that worked for him. Yeah. And it worked. He finally tried to let me buy him some yarn, y'all. He finally let me buy him something nice. Walter's such a simple man. Mm-hmm. And it's a very simple necklace. You can't even see it on camera. It's simple. Yeah. But anyway, So that's never a bad time to be stopped at Medi-Cal. And then and of course he got me another piece.
Another piece, yeah.
Another
Add
piece.
to your collection.
Add to my pieces. And then so that was wonderful. That started it off right. And then we went to Memphis and checked in our room, and it was so cute. But then we noticed when we first got there, it was a wedding party.
Yeah.
And she was loud.
Yeah.
That was gonna be loud.
And like when I had checked in earlier, she was in that end, and I was like, I hope she's not gonna be in there just talking, like, because the wall. It was a joining room,
right,
so
right.
She was just talking. I was like, "Gee, she was talking. I knew you weren't going."
Baby, our patience is thin when it comes to that. And I
Especially
couldn't hear this.
For the...
I just couldn't sit here and listen to this while he take Queen talk all night. No shade to him, but I wasn't finna sit here and listen to this talk all night because we didn't know if she was a wedding planner or what she was. But I just know she was part of that wedding. So it just so happened we noticed.
we were taking a picture. Right?
We were taking a picture in the mirror, and we noticed a little water was on the floor. And we know things happen in hotels, but I was like, yes, reason to leave this room. So we went downstairs and told the front desk, it was like, it's our anniversary. We would really love to have a different room. The neighbors a little loud, but also some water on the floor. So they put us in a bigger, better room, and it was quiet and it was beautiful. It was like, oh, thank you. So then Walter was trying to cover all the bases, so he made reservations for the bar upstairs, but he didn't realize it was a bar. Remember you didn't realize it was a bar.
They didn't advertise, or maybe they did when I was looking. Maybe they did advertise it as a bar, but I kind of missed that. I thought it was
so that was supposed to be our dinner reservations. But I was like, nah, babe, that's not going to work. Well, we can't eat there. So I was like, let's go to the supper club. And just, how God worked, I looked it up, and they had reservations for 2 at 5:45.
Perfect.
Perfect timing. It was 5 o'clock. It's like, we're going to head down to the supper club. And the supper club was so nice.
Yeah, it's nice. Very nice.
My gosh. Such a vibe.
Definitely go check that out.
Yes.
Definitely go check them out and support that. Nice black establishment.
Yes, nice black vibe. Owned, nice music, nice atmosphere. It was really nice. And they really took care of us because it was our anniversary.
Yeah, they did.
Joe really showed us some love.
Yeah, appreciate that, bro, Joe.
So that was nice. Do we want to talk about the guests that were in there though?
The guests? No, we ain't got to.
I kind of want to talk about.
I know you do.
I just want to talk about just a little bit. Because I want to say it because I want to talk about how we as a people need to respect these nice black-owned establishments. So we I requested to be set upstairs because I heard it was a nice vibe upstairs. And they sat us next to this table. It was a party. Now, true enough, it looks like they did try to put this party in the corner in the back, all the way away from the people.
Right, they knew that.
They knew. It looked like they knew this was going to be a problem.
Yep.
But the people were so loud.
Yeah.
And the conversation was inappropriate.
Yeah, it's one thing to be loud, but loud and vulgar. Yeah.
It was just like, y'all.
Yeah.
And the reason why I say this is because people always say they hate Memphis. And it's like, this is why. Because we can't never have nothing nice because some of us come in there and act like what And even if y'all don't understand that, it's a time and a place, you should at least respect the fact that you got other people over here trying to enjoy their meal.
Right.
And to do it somewhere like there, I know they were mad. But of course, they were professional about it. They didn't say anything to them. And, we made it through. Didn't really ruin our day because they showed us so much love. But I just hated that other patrons had to experience that because that may deter somebody to say, I ain't coming back there because of this one particular crowd.
Right. Yeah. And again, I think even the waitress...
who was really nice.
Yeah,
she was super sweet.
She even said like she was almost about to, say something, or her team they were almost at the point where they were going to say something.
I already know Joe was hot.
Yeah, but
I don't even know him, but I know he was hot.
Yeah,
I don't know him like that, but I know he was hot. Because I would have been livid.
Yeah. But the thing I was gonna say, I think even in those situations, we we know how to tune it out as much as we
Yes,
can
as much
and
as we
have
can.
and enjoy ourselves and enjoy our company. And so I think
Cause y'all, we were literally right next to them though. Like I don't think it was as bad for the people that maybe on cross, but we were right next to them. But
I mean, but I hadn't even thought about it till you said it. Like it wasn't that bad. It wasn't like I wasn't ready to get up and leave. Like,
I mean, I personally would have said change my table,
I know you would have.
but I didn't. Again, I feel like it was a good time because they made us. The food was great, the vibe was great. We just had to deal with that and try to tune them out. Like I don't want to have to try my best to tune out.
I guess I'm better at that.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
And my patience is
That's
like.
what I'm saying. I think you just got to be like.
But I'm just saying. But what I'm saying is, it's a time and a place, and that wasn't the place to be that rowdy and vulgar and loud. Like, can we not have a place? That's why people always complain about Memphis. We had the same conversation when we was in Nashville this past weekend. The girls was complaining about it's nowhere to go in Memphis, and I'm like, that's a great place to go in Memphis, but that's the element that you have to maybe have to deal with when you go to Memphis businesses.
Yeah.
And that's what's sad.
Yeah. Well, shout out to them. It's a good place.
But it's a great place. Check it out.
Don't let that deter you from
Well,
going.
and that can happen anywhere, and we know that can happen anywhere.
That can happen at a white restaurant.
Anywhere, anywhere.
Right.
Because we ain't gonna tell you about the experience I had at Rafferty's. Ooh, honey,
Okay.
I never go back.
Okay. Rafferty's.
I know.
Mm.
Exactly. But anyway, I wanted a salad, so I had to stop there. it was to go. But anyway, just want to touch on that only because I want to shout out to the Black-owned business in this city that do strive for excellence, and I feel like that's one of them. And so please check them out.
Yeah.
It was a great experience.
Good food, good drinks. Yep.
And I know because y'all, we had 2 cocktails.
And then
two
cocktails,
a bottle of Moet.
Right. They gave
courtesy to the restaurant,
yeah.
which we appreciated.
Yeah, for sure. We're not big champagne.
Not really.
We
but
knocked
it was
that joint out, though.
Yeah, we knocked it out. Yeah.
We knocked it right out.
And then
the chef came to show some more love.
It was with shots.
Right.
Which was like a triple.
They were like, some triple shots.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say double, it was like a triple.
It was a triple, yeah.
And the waitress was saying, they just had all this other stuff. Right. And they were like, oh, they've been married 17 years. I can handle it.
Right, we good. Yeah.
And we did.
Oh, yeah, we did. Yeah, good time.
We had a great time. And so then
Matter
after
fact,
that.
I think I'm going to go back and give me one of them blues this week. I like that.
Yeah,
I've been thinking about it ever since.
I actually already made a date with a friend of mine to meet me at the bar there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to get out the house. I'm trying to give her a different scene because she said, hey, she another person. Nowhere to go in Memphis. I'm going to take you somewhere in Memphis where you can maybe meet somebody nice.
Oh, okay. I did see that on the calendar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good deal.
And anyway, after we left the restaurant, we went back to the Memphian, and then we were greeted with a very nice bottle and glass. I'm like, y'all, we done had enough.
We can't take no more drink. Right, that at the restaurant, the last triple was enough.
But it was the sweetest card that they gave us, and then
because what it said like, welcome to the Memphis.
Congrats, Maine. No, it said congrats,
Maine. Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, and then they wrote the nice little message, congratulations on anniversary.
Yeah, shout out to them.
And then I went to sleep because I was, of course, I was full of it.
Right.
And then
we watched a couple the TV stayed on all night.
Oh yeah, the TV stayed on all night.
Documentaries, but yeah.
But I did go to sleep on my baby. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
I went to sleep.
That's fine.
But made up for it the next morning.
Yeah, it's all good.
And
hey, look, ain't no time limit or time. We get it.
I got you in the morning. Let me sleep this off.
Sometimes the morning be the better anyway. Because
yes.
if you so tired or wore out at night, it ain't like we sitting around doing nothing all day. So we working and then so you tired. You're
right.
Night.
The morning be some good times.
You got a little more energy. Sun out. It'll be a little different.
And then we had breakfast.
Yep. And we got to go back because we got them
I know.
cars still.
Yeah, they comped us like a lot of breakfasts. Like they just really took care of us that weekend. We just I really felt catered to.
Yeah, I think they thought we were somebody.
You think?
I think so.
No, yeah. But it was very, very nice. It was very, very nice. And Walter did so good. No. Moving on. What else is there to talk about? What else happened this past week? Oh, I just got off of a girls' trip.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of good restaurants, of course, Nashville. We did a quick girls' trip to Nashville because Walter always takes his guys' trips. And
I'm glad you said that because somebody sent me a message and said, it look like somebody trying to copy our damn fishing
we
trip.
are.
I said, yes, exactly.
Yep, because all the men go on the fishing trip. And I said, how do men get to go on fishing trips and we don't go nowhere? Oh, we going somewhere.
That's fine. Go ahead.
So we just kind of had to rush and do Nashville because next year going to be big.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're going to beat y'all. But this year, because of April's birthday, we want to go ahead and, celebrate her birthday. And the girls went. And we had a good time. Yeah. We had a great little Airbnb. And it's so funny how fast Nashville is growing because I called my friend Brandy and she was like, where are y'all? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, it's nice now, And she was like, okay, lock your doors. But it was like five, I know our Airbnb, we pulled it up. It's not even listed yet, like pictures of it. But it was like $530,000. That's how much the house was.
Oh, the house. Oh,
so just to show you the real estate that's there now. And it was like 4 of those same houses next to each other. And it looked like they were all being rented out. But just to show you how quickly it's growing. And I do hope to see that. And we'll talk about that. But I really hope to see that here in Memphis one day. But it was
we're getting there. I think we slowly, we're not getting there like Nashville. But
well, not like Nashville, but I think
we're starting to progress.
Well, and then you got to think about the real estate and the cost. So I think it may happen in Memphis just simply because of the cost of real estate until it shoots up.
Well, yeah.
But I'm just saying it was a really cute Airbnb, and we ended up going to dinner at Restoration Hardware, and we dressed up, and then we had brunch the next morning. It was really nice, and then me and Jada went and found April a cute little cake and decorations. And I found her the cutest little, I'm going to have to use this on other people's cakes. It was like a confetti candle. It's like, it blew the little confetti up. It was so cute. It was like a little firecracker. It's edible. It's edible confetti.
Okay.
And so the first time we lit it, I put as much confetti as I could in there because I didn't know. I thought it was going to be a delay on the little burner. But we was trying to make sure it blew up. It burst when she was coming downstairs, but of course it did it right away. And I was like, oh my God, let me hurry put some more confetti in it.
Yes.
But I got it on camera.
Of course.
But it was the cutest little candle. I was like, I gotta get those. You get them from Party City. Okay. It's like a little, like you burn it like a little firecracker and it goes poof.
Does it make a sound?
I don't think it made a sound, but it popped the confetti up. It's so cute.
Okay.
But anyway, we did that, and then we did like some pictures. And then we went to the mall, and then we had brunch the next day. And oh my gosh, Jada hipped me to these caramel apples. And I'm not even a caramel apple person. I know. But you won't know what it tastes like until I buy another one because I had one last night. And when I tell you, I had to hide the evidence because I was like, I'm not sharing this. It was so good. I called Jada laughing. I said, I had to say, because I was going to get half to the kids. And I said, forget them kids. I mean, this whole apple, it was so good. It's good enough.
Apple.
Ask your brother because he'll. Yes, like they live like.
I think he mentioned something about that a long time ago.
Like if they go to Nashville,
he mentioned a candy apple before. Yeah.
When I tell you it's that good, that they have to. And Jada was like, I don't care what we do, we're gonna go get the apple before we go home, and it's that good.
I used to like candy apples when I was little, but
that's the hard red candy one.
I used to like that too, but
it get in your teeth.
But the part I would hate is the apple be bruised up under there. I used to hate that part.
Baby, this is not it. This is something totally, this is a whole other level. It's a green apple. You watch the women making it.
Okay.
They dip it in this soft caramel. And then Shanika had one that had nuts. So hers had almonds. I got a Snicker one. When I tell you the thing was so good.
Sounds good.
But they have cheesecake ones too. It's like, I know, but I'm telling you, if you would have had the Snicker, which you'll never know.
Cheesecake apple?
I'm telling you, you have to try it. I can't even think of the name of the place. I just know it's candy apples in the Opera Mills Outlet Mall. I'm telling you, yesterday, I was like looking at the clock, like, okay, he said 8 o'clock. I got 30 more minutes to finish that before they get home because I'm not sharing it.
Okay.
It was
Because
that
I didn't see any evidence of it.
No, because I hit it. It was so good.
Okay.
But anyway, I'm gonna make sure you get one. But anyway, after that we went to the cutest little restaurant called Hampton Social. And it was actually right down the street from where Lance used to live in downtown Nashville. And it was really good. So we had a good time and then we drove on back. So that's why I'm like kind of tired because I drove.
Yeah.
But we got there and had a great time and came right on back.
That's good.
Back to my kids with uncombed hair.
Is that what I heard you whispering about? Cause see, I can tell when you're talking about me, and then you be trying to.
I knew when I got home.
What I've noticed is you be trying to pull Moni into your little.
No, I'm gonna tell you what I told Moni. I said, Moni, listen, when I go out of town, make sure your sister hair comb.
Right.
Because clearly, Dad ain't gonna make sure the hair comb.
We ain't going nowhere.
It don't matter. Honest hair, honest hair mets. Yeah. And that's why I said, I already know I'm going to have to tackle hair tonight because I cannot tackle this in the morning.
Yeah. Okay.
And tackle it, I did, y'all.
There you go.
I had to take my time, pull.
Was she whining?
Apart. No, she actually did really good. She did not whine.
That's good.
But yeah, I know I have to come home. But you did have the house clean. So.
Yep.
So you did good.
Okay, thanks.
But the kids, they just be fending for themselves.
Nah, you did good. I didn't comb in the hair yet. I didn't think we were going anywhere. I didn't comb in the hair.
Yeah, but they had school the next day.
Know what I'm saying? So it could be combed last night.
Yeah, by
morning.
me.
Right.
Anywho.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed your anniversary.
Yes, but while I was out of town, I was on the, I don't watch the news a lot, but I saw it was snowing in California. I was like,
I hadn't heard
wow,
that.
I know.
Like snow?
Like snow.
In California?
And I'm talking about like when we were in Napa, they showed Napa covered in snow.
Dang.
Can you imagine it?
I mean, not snow.
No.
I mean, it gets cold. I mean, it gets chilly, being by the water. So, but I didn't.
Look, Napa Valley snow. It was snowing.
That's crazy.
Isn't that crazy? Look.
Dang. Wow.
In Napa.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
So I don't know what's going on with the globe.
It's transformational.
Stuff is the weather, stuff
the
flying out the
crazy.
sky.
It's hot today. I mean, it's going here from like cold
that's kind of
to hot.
normal in our area.
Yeah, but I think it's been happening a lot more lately. Like we used to have like maybe one day where it would go from
because it is still February. You're right.
Yeah, it's
You're
like
right.
70 degrees today. Then it was like 30 the other day.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it is up and
like
down.
like
My
I can't
sinuses
even
can feel it.
Like I can't even. I don't know to turn the heat on, the air.
I know.
I got the doors up. Like
You right.
So
You right. You right. You right. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird weather. But
well, hopefully it'll be okay for festival season. We got festival season coming up.
I know. Hopefully it don't rain.
Yeah.
Because last time it didn't rain.
No.
Maybe that's a good shift for Memphis and May when it's not so muddy and rainy.
Yeah. I think they switch locations too. I think they're not doing it on. I think they're not doing it down on the river.
Well, where could they do it?
I think it's like Handy Park. I think
You talking about they moved it this year, or they going?
I think I read that. Because I sent myself a message about it. I think I read that. If not, I think I did hear that they changed location. But anyway,
That's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, but they were saying, I saw something. They were saying they had such a big success last year or the last few years with all the rap acts. Because they had some people complain. They don't have the rock acts or the country or whatever else. But I mean, rap is king. You know what I'm saying? And so if you're trying to fill up the park or get people to come out, you got to put the stuff they want to see. So I think they're gonna double down on the rap acts this year and have even more.
Ooh, honey, I'm gonna tell you what I'm not gonna be. In Memphis and May.
I think I'm gonna go this year. I haven't been in forever. I think I'm gonna go this year.
God, be safe.
I am. I have some tickets and passes or something with somebody.
Please do.
Yeah.
I mean, I went one time. That's because Erica came.
Yeah, but the schedule comes out in 45 minutes, so we'll talk about it on our next episode.
Sometimes, yeah, and sometimes when you have good rap artists to come out, they may bring out some good other artists, other genres.
Mm-hmm.
They may attract other people to come. So I'm open if it's like good people that's not rappers that come out. Then I may go through, come down. Because I had a decent time when I saw Erica.
Yeah.
But I love live music. I don't care where it is.
Yeah.
The crowd is a little thick for me.
Yeah.
But
we'll see.
yeah, I'm open. I'm definitely open.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not going to see I'm not going to see rappers.
I'm sure they're gonna have them, especially as hot as Memphis is. Yeah, they're gonna.
Oh God, that's right. You think they may bring Glorilla?
Everybody, goddamn right. Why not? I have
Oh
everybody out there.
wow. Are you gonna be there that night?
Probably so.
Can you be up in that little town?
I'm being.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna call my friend. I need you to be at somebody's house that you can see the stage from their house. That's what I want you to be there.
Right.
Be there.
But they also said they're gonna do like speaking of rap taking over, Memphis is still a blues city, so blues is still popping. And a
Shout
big
out to
thing-
Yellow P.
Yeah, Yellow P doing big things with the blues. So they're gonna have a blues stage.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's
Okay.
gonna be cool. So I think that'll kind of help diversify the crowd a little bit, or at least give people, if you don't want to just go see rap.
Well, hopefully it'll kind of be like One Fist, where you got this stage all the way over here, this
doing
genre,
this.
and you got
Yeah.
another stage over here where y'all can kind of still separate the people. Because the last time I went, the stages were really separate. So you could have one kind of crowd here, another type of crowd here. Because, you don't want all these older people for blues
Right.
mix and mingle with, or having to mix and mingle with these crunk folks. But what's that song that I like
Oh, which one?
where I just want to, where the kids say I can't
Uzi
do.
Vert. Lil Uzi Vert.
Okay, if he come, I'm coming.
He might be there. And then, NLE Chopper got a little dance song like
Do
that.
I know it though?
No, you don't
Exactly.
have to.
I just know that one. And it's probably
He
gonna be
might
old
be
by the
there.
time it's probably old now, but I like it. I may go see that
Yeah, he might be there. Who
just for
knows?
that one song. Hopefully, I can be on somebody's balcony though,
Balcony. Yeah.
watching it from a distance.
But I think it's gonna be good. And of course, all the other festivals that they have coming, and good weather time to get out and enjoy it a
Yeah,
little bit.
yeah. Because I hate to hear people say that. Oh, this city's so bad. I don't want to go out. You can really have a good time in Memphis. You just have to be aware of your surroundings and pray and. Like my clients say, keep your head on the swivel. We're like, oh gosh.
Yeah.
But you can have a good time. You can.
Well, just pick the right places. Just go to the right things. Yeah.
I think every major city has crime.
Oh yeah. I think they were shooting inside Walmart.
When?
Did you hear that this weekend?
Where?
Walmart.
Here?
By
In
there.
Memphis? Oh Lord. No, I did not hear that.
Yeah. I didn't look.
Did
into
anybody
the story. I
Get
don't know.
seriously hurt?
I don't think so.
Wow. The one by the house? I don't go to that one no way.
No, I know.
I don't. Anywho,
Anyway.
speaking of artists, did you hear the Brat was pregnant?
The Brat,
The Brat.
like
Like-
Functified? The
Yes.
Brat?
Yes.
You
Our
remember that?
fave from back in the day.
Wow. Pregnant?
Pregnant.
I guess not by a dude, but I guess. Yeah.
I thought she was the dude.
I'm saying not by a
But I'm
male.
saying it was weird to me because I thought she was the male, the dominant in the relationship. I hate to say male, but you know what I mean. I thought she was the more of the masculine side of the relationship.
Maybe it's better for her to have it though.
Well, no, apparently, yeah, that too. But
Who
apparently,
was her partner?
this girl named Judy.
Is she famous?
She's famous for like her hair products and stuff.
Okay.
I know her from hair products, and she was like popular in Atlanta.
It's a little Brat.
But the girl, her wife, already has 3 children.
3. Okay.
But I guess they may be older. But they said they wanted Brat to experience motherhood.
Embarrassing, huh?
But she's 48.
Damn, 48. Medicine and
I get that.
science is.
And then they said that the eggs, it's like they mixed them up. Like it's some of her and some of her.
I think they do that now. I heard somebody else
That
talking about
is
that.
so interesting to me, though.
Weren't we watching something, or was it? It was somebody when they were talking about how they got a little bit of this person and this person.
But I guess it made sense to me with sperm.
Right, but they were like.
But
they
I've
took a
heard it
little
with
bit of
sperm, but
No,
I
they
didn't
took-
hear it with the egg.
Yeah, they took some of your egg and some of another egg or whatever, and put them in there and then put the sperm in there so the baby. So you,
I didn't.
yeah.
See, I always
Well,
thought
it
the
just-
two. Well, see, I heard about the two sperms, so that makes sense to me. Like, say you got a little egg yolk, right? Like, that's my visual. You got a little egg yolk, and you sticking two little sperms in there. Let's see what happens. But it just confuses me to divide that egg
Right.
and put them together because I'm thinking, are you taking a little bit out of this egg and maybe missing something? And this little egg may be missing something, and you come together, and it may be a little bit of
I feel
a.
what you're saying. I'm sure they got it to where it's like
But that's what's
getting
scary to me.
the right thing. I mean,
I mean, I guess you're kind of playing.
I mean, you playing,
Yeah, you're playing with them.
God, right.
You're playing with them. But that was just very interesting that you, and then it's for a 48-year-old person to carry that, which is even more risky.
So honestly, 49 by the time she had a baby, right?
Damn.
She want that baby.
That and I'm confused as to why they're taking this world tour talking about it. Like she getting interviewed by this and that and
Well,
this.
because all the things you just said, the splitting of the egg.
But are you
she's
doing it
the
for publicity?
Of course,
Because
right.
I feel like if I'm 48 carrying a baby that's been mixed up and put in
Right.
me, I'm trying to sit still and like let this baby cook.
Right.
I ain't trying to travel. I'm sitting right here on this couch or this bed and being super careful.
Yeah, but they trying to let that baby cook and let
Make
this
some
career
money.
cook, right? And so
That's what it's kind of look like to me now. I ain't gonna, I ain't
hey,
saying.
you know.
It kind of look a little, ooh. But hey, to each his own.
Yeah.
It's a little weird. I have no problem with older women having babies. Let's make that clear.
Yeah, anybody having baby. Yeah.
I'm just a big promoter of being careful when you're older and have a baby. Maybe because I know women that have suffered miscarriages and things like that. I'm just about being safe.
Yeah.
And I just feel like maybe she's not high risk, but she is high risk
But-
because of her
but
age.
maybe she's being safe. Maybe she's being.
Well,
extra
I'm
careful.
saying the stress of travel,
understand.
interviews, things like that, publicity. Like I guess I guess a woman that has had a child, especially me, I've been through the high risk situation. It can be a little scary and nerve wracking.
Yeah, Rihanna was just performing at the Super Bowl.
But Rihanna is
pregnant.
not at high risk.
You don't know.
I mean, I'm saying she got up there, so she floating on beams.
We don't know. She might be high as hell risk, but she like, I'm doing the damn Super Bowl. We don't know.
True.
I need this Super Bowl check. Well, she don't need the check.
She
but-
don't, and that's the thing. Rihanna don't need the check.
That's what I'm saying.
So
but-
I don't think she would put herself at risk. I don't think she put a baby at risk for the Super Bowl when she don't need the money.
Right, but it's. I'm saying it's not. It ain't. That was. a bad
But
analogy.
but
It's
the
not
brat
about
the brat may need the money.
Right, but even Rihanna, not the money, but she want to do the Super Bowl, so she like, I'm gonna take it easy. When I get tired, I'm gonna sit down like she did or whatever. I'm gonna take a break and.
But she also was floating on little beams, floating on little hoverboard things. Yeah. So I don't think she would take that kind of risk if she was high risk in doing the Super Bowl. I just don't think. But hey, who knows? Who knows? But I know the brat.
Yeah.
She may need the money.
Congratulations to the Brat.
Yeah, congrats, yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm. I just want to sit down somewhere. Go sit down. You did your interviews. Everybody know you're pregnant now. Go sit down. Lay in the bed. Let your wife go get you some food that you need. And
is she on Ricky Smiley show? I know she do some radio show.
I think she did do radio.
She's still doing.
I'm sure she is. I don't really listen. to that.
I thought it was Ricky Smiley show though. I'm not sure.
I think so. I think so. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But yeah, but go do that. Go sit in the studio and work and talk. Just sit down somewhere.
You gonna let her do what she want to do?
It was weird because I kind of think about I connected dots like okay, Jermaine Dupri, Janet had a baby that was old,
See,
and then people don't even think Janet carried her baby.
You don't think Beyonce carried her baby?
I don't think Beyonce carried the first baby. I don't think she carried the first baby. I think she carried the twins. Mm-hmm. But hey, we'll never know. Mm-hmm. We only know what people.
All you know is you carry yours.
I carried
we know
mine.
that. That's all we know.
But I say, just with media and social media and PR, we don't know unless they tell the public or we find out some kind of way. Right. So, can never believe what you hear.
Mm-hmm. Well.
But yeah, congrats to the Brat and Judy.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully all goes well and the baby, I'm sure, will be beautiful and healthy and all the things. That's what we want.
Mm-hmm. Now, explain to me this Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Shut up. Apologize to Collage. We're sorry, Collage. He is playing.
I'm just playing. That's not. He's not from Collage.
It don't matter. He's black and he's a ballerina.
He's a ballerina?
Black and ballet and dance.
Okay.
It's all the things black.
Right. What do they call? What's a male?
I want to say they call a male a ballerina. You want to Google it? Okay. Google what they call a male ballerina.
I mean, I ain't tripping,
No, I'm curious because I want to say somebody asked me that, or was that you?
No, that's my first time.
Somebody else asked me, what do you call a male ballerina? But I think he's still a ballerina. Okay. But Alvin Ailey is coming to Memphis, and we are excited. Mm-hmm. They're coming next month, and we're going to see it. And Walter's such a trooper because he's like, "Yep, I'm coming too."
Okay. A male dancer is called a danseur or a principal dancer.
Okay. So not a ballerina?
That's not.
Okay. That makes sense. But if y'all
Somebody said, is it called a ballerino? No.
We're not laughing at that. We love Collage. We love the dance world. The black dance world.
No, that wasn't nothing against Collage. That was just somebody trying to
It is some amazing talent, beautiful arts.
Oh, yeah, I love it.
Yeah, you do love it because you're coming with us. That is rare.
Am I? Yeah, I am.
You are coming with us.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be sitting there like that, too, with the kids, like, okay. No, you probably going to enjoy it.
I'm enjoy. I always enjoy it.
Because remember you said you didn't really like musicals, and we went to music. You like, I loved it.
Which music? But that was your cousin, though. Like, she was good. Like, that was good.
But they're good. Musicals are good. She just happened to be really good at what she does.
Sometimes I'd be like, come on with all the damn singing and it just be so corny. Sometimes I'd be like, golly.
But the few you've seen has been really good.
I was highly disappointed.
When we couldn't see, yes. When I went to Chicago to see.
I was looking forward to that. To be able to say, it wasn't like, is that Broadway?
Kinda. Yeah. I mean, it was a bigger theater. Yeah. And what was we supposed to see her in?
Dreams, wasn't it?
Yeah, she was supposed to Dreams of Girls again. Yeah, and that was gonna be amazing. Yeah. I almost cried when I did cry when I saw her do it in Memphis. Shout out to Bree.
But yeah, so anyway. Alvin
Ailey, they will be in Memphis, and so they're going to be at the Orpheum. So if you guys can check that out, that'll be great. Mm-hmm. It's definitely something to experience. Yep. And I watched the documentary on Alvin Ailey, and it was just it was a powerful. I mean, it just gave you a bigger understanding and just a respect for the dancer.
Is that is Debbie Allen got anything to do with Alvin Ailey?
I'm sure she is connected some way, but she has a dance school herself in California.
Did he have a school, or he was just a dancer?
He got a school.
Okay.
Where is it? Where is his school?
Oh, it's still active.
Yeah. Is it in New York? I don't know. Y'all don't give me the line.
Did he train or teach some of the Collage people?
Mr. Kevin is definitely connected to.
I heard him.
He's either connected to the Dance Theater Harlem or Alvin Ailey, but I think he's worked with all of them.
I feel like I've heard him say Alvin Ailey before or something.
Oh yeah, and because they're gonna have like a
they got like a party, a
master class or something. Oh, okay. They're gonna have like a master class at Collage. Mm-hmm. So I mean that the I would hate to say they black, but people of color in the dance world, they all connected. Yeah. But I will say that some people say that Collage shows are even better than Dance Theater Harlem and Alvin Ailey. Just to say, I'm sorry. I mean,
Shout out to them.
Shout out to Collage. They put on some amazing shows. But yeah, if y'all can check that out, we're checking it out. But if y'all can, if you listen and get some tickets, take it to kids. Yeah. Children should see something different. Yeah. Something besides TikTok videos.
Mm-hmm. I'm looking forward to the Temptation show too. We might go see that, maybe.
Okay, we'll see.
Yeah. So no, we're not going. I'm going to give those tickets away because you don't want to go.
No, I'm saying you said you were taking me. And you was like, I may get tickets to somebody.
But I just threw it out there, and your reaction wasn't like. bam, hell yeah, let's go.
Well, now that we're talking about it, it's a theater, right? It's gonna be like a show.
It's at the
Is
Orpheum.
it kind of like Tina? Because I heard Tina was good.
It's at the Orpheum.
Yeah, I mean, I would.
They're gonna be jamming. Oh
Yeah, I would like to see that. Now, I don't know why.
It might be too late now, but we'll see. Because you passed it up, so that blessing went on to somebody else.
Anyway, well, if I go, I go. If I don't, I don't. But I'm sure I would love it if I saw it. I love live shows anyway. Mm-hmm. So we'll see. Maybe he'll take me. If we do, we'll talk about it.
Maybe we'll see.
What else you got? What else was there? What's going on? Anything sparked your interest?
I'm ready for these playoffs, man.
Oh my God! Anyway,
I know.
Moving on.
Yep. See what these Grizzlies gonna do.
Are they doing anything?
They're doing all right. We play the Lakers tomorrow.
Are they gonna be in the playoffs?
Be in the playoffs for sure.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna play around in championship.
Oh, that'd be great.
It would. It's possible.
Is our little star acting good?
Yeah, he doing all right. I think that he kind of got humbled a little bit. You know, he was talking so much and teams were beating up on us and stuff.
He been playing good?
Yeah, all right. He's doing what he does. When it's time, he'll do it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't watch, but I'll probably watch the last game when whoever gonna win the championship. It amazes me. I did want to talk about this. It amazes me how people can draw such an interest by the masses, like these TikTok stars, and just like what's her name? I always do this when I want to start talking about somebody. What's the name of the girl who got the food in Target now and the clothes, and she was talking about the food, and she's an actress. Brown. What's her first name?
Oh, I want to say Brene.
I know. I'm sorry.
Tamara.
Tamala.
No, Tamala is.
Oh my gosh! Please, if she ever comes across this podcast, please forgive us. My mind is so bad.
Tamara Brown.
Stop.
It ain't Tamala. Tamala Man is the gospel song.
I know.
They put black women together. Any black women.
Oh my gosh! Why can't I think of her name? Because I love her.
I think it's Tamara.
It's too many children. There's too many things in my head. Oh my gosh. Tabitha Brown. Tabitha Brown. We love you. Let's know that. We love you, Tabitha Brown. But she's an example of a person that got popular off of social media, and she just have these people that just love her. And she's done some amazing things in her career, in her life, and for community, and for Target. She's done good things for Target. And I need to figure out if her stuff is in there permanently or was it just a temporary deal, like food, because it's so good. Because I ain't had a chance to, because they always sold out. I haven't had a chance to get her veggie sausage, and they say it's bomb.
That sounds good.
Yeah, I only got like.
I'm so hungry right now.
I know, I'm starving. But she had I got the aioli. And I got like some of the spreads, but I haven't gotten like the sausage. I want some of the sausage. So I hope it's not a temporary deal.
Yeah.
But anyway.
I didn't know she was in Target like that.
Yeah. She had clothes in Target and they sell out. And then she had the food. You can't find it there. I'm talking about, I saw it on email. I went to Target empty. I mean, they come in there and they just get, and that's amazing.
She got like white followers.
Yeah. She got all followers, and she has such a good heart, and she's so sweet, and
it just comes.
Yeah,
through,
you can feel it, and so it's just amazing to see people like that in the world, because you see or hear so much bad, but I love to see. But it was another guy that they've been talking about, because I listen to Kev on Stage. I love me some podcasts too, but I listen to Kev on Stage. What is it called?
Him and the girl.
Here's the Thing.
Yeah.
It's called Here's the Thing. And I remember one day he was talking about Tabitha Brown, because he traveled with her one day, and he was like, Lord, I can't go from traveling with Tabitha Brown to going back to regular, because it just ain't the same. Private jets and all that. But anyway, he's just funny. He made it sound funny.
Yeah.
But he was talking about this guy named Keith Lee, and I had never heard about Keith Lee.
He's a hoop from Memphis?
No.
Oh, okay. It's a million other people that.
But
They just say the
but
same
it
thing,
is but it is a common name because when I Googled Keith Lee, this big wrestler guy came up, this black wrestler came up, and I was like, I know that ain't him. And so when you got to really kind of find him in Google because you scroll down some more, you see he was like a little UFC fighter or something.
Oh, okay.
But apparently he blew up on TikTok, and whatever restaurant he goes to, it just blows up.
We get like reviews.
Yeah,
or,
like he'll say it's trash or he'll say it's good.
It's trash.
No, for real. Because I know they were talking about that. So Kevin on stage was talking about it, and he was basically saying, "Man, basically Keith too big for my show, but because I think he was trying to get the NAACP award, he was like, if Keith Lee say something about me, I win." But basically he was saying, he was too big for him.
Yeah.
But it just so happened Keith Lee's daddy was listening to Kev on stage. He told Keith reached out to Kev and was like, set up the interview.
That's how it happens.
And I know, right? I mean, divine intervention. I mean, it was just crazy because Kev on stage got a good heart too. Like he a preacher kid,
he like he could,
good heart.
If he was here hanging out, we have a good time. Like
yes,
cool,
I mean his mission is to employ his people. Like he's a good guy. And but he did an interview with this guy, and it was like 2.5 hours long.
With the Keith Lee guy.
Yeah, and so he told his whole life story. I mean, it was such an amazing story. But you still didn't get you still couldn't understand how he got to a point where he has like 10 million followers. And this all happened in a matter of months. That he has this growing following, and he has such a pure heart. Yeah. And like he'll go, like he told one story about how he went to this guy's food truck, and it was just kind of tucked off. And this is all like in Vegas, I think. And the guy, he doesn't eat fish, but the guy was like, I can make you a burger. And he was like, I can't have nothing but touch like the oil. He was like, come back tomorrow. He was like, I'll change the grease. I'll do everything where you won't have any. He didn't even know who he was. Yeah. That's the thing he talks about too. He's like, people really don't know who I am yet, but now they're starting to know who he is, but people don't even know who he is. And he came back. The guy did what he said he was gonna do because he didn't think he was gonna come back. And the guy was struggling, of course. He was like, he didn't have a customer all day, and
probably couldn't afford to change no grease or nothing.
Right,
like that.
Right. And he said his wife said that man ain't coming back. And but either way, he came back, got the burger. He said the burger was amazing. The next day, he told him, because I think the man was like, because he said he posted it. He told him, so I'm a TikToker, and I'm gonna tell my audience. He said the next day the guy got like $30,000 because he could only get paid through CashApp. That's how small he was. He said the next day the guy. I'm sorry, I'm jumping. He said he paid him like way overpriced for the hamburger. I think he paid like $50 for it or something. And he was like, no, I'm not doing that. Like, I don't know what you trying to do. You hustling me. Like, you sent me way too much money. Like, it's a scam. Right. And he was like, no, sir, it's not a scam. I'm a TikToker. That's when he had to tell me I was a TikToker or whatever. So the next day, he said the man got $30,000 in his Cash App. And then he said the line was around the block to get his food. Wow. And he said then he was still getting money. Even from after that. And he said, I think the man said later he checked on him and he said business has slowed down, but it's good. It's good business. And so I was just thinking like, man, and they talk about this in the podcast. So if y'all can ever go check that out, Kev on stage. Here's the thing, and that title is Keith Lee. It's amazing, and I'm saying this to say this. It's amazing how God will use you to bless people. And you don't even, like he talks about that, how he's like, I'm waiting on the shoe to drop because it's so unreal. He was like, I can't even believe it. And how he uses people just like that in an instant to bless people. And he was like, I don't ask for no money. He's real pure. You just got to listen to the interviews. He's a real pure guy. And for him to just meet you and know you're struggling, and he's done this for not just black people, like white people. I mean, it's amazing. It is amazing to me.
That's cool.
How you don't know that this person that you just made sure you took extra care of, now you are just beyond blessed. And I think about that even in my business. Like, people always think about why I'm so consistent with taking care of people. And it's like, because you never know who you are giving top-notch service to and how that may bless you in the future. You always got to give people 100%. And he talks about that too, how these people are like working hard. They trying to give their people 100%, give the customers 100%, but they just struggling. Nobody knows about them. But I just thought that was amazing, how God is amazing.
That's good. And it just being able to, I think, recognize the power in blessing somebody else or being there for somebody or being whatever you are to somebody, recognizing that they look to you for that. And it's your calling or duty or responsibility to give that back or pay that forward or be that person, because you never know who's watching you or what they looking at you for, or how you might be inspiring somebody. Like, you never know. And I think we talked about it before, like, we have people that we don't even know that inspire us, you know what I'm saying? So it's people that we don't know that we inspire, you know what I'm saying? And so, like, just being mindful of that is a good thing.
Yeah. He's definitely inspiring. I mean, it just inspires me to just be the best, cause he's spiritual, of course. He's very spiritual, and so, and but he cuss too. He's just the cutest little guy. He's like a little busybody. Like, you can, he young too. He's very young. He's like in his 20s, and but he's like, I just go by what God tell me to do. Like, he leads me. But if you hear his story, you be like, man, that's so crazy. He was such a hothead and a rebellious little child and growing up, but now he's like, that's how I move. However God want me to move, And that's but that's the same thing Tabitha's saying. That's the same thing Kevin's saying. It's just when you hear people talk like that and see what they've accomplished.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what? I'd be like, okay, God, what we doing today?
Yeah. But that's what we've been doing.
We have. That's what I'm saying. Like, God said, get up and do that podcast today. Get up and get. I said, okay. And you know what happened today. But he said, you know what, Allison? That ain't got nothing to do with you. We staying focused. That's not gonna kill your spirit or make you throw you off your game.
Come on.
Get up there, put your makeup on, throw that hair on, honey. Walter got the studio already ready for you.
There you go.
Let's do it. Let's do what we supposed to do. Our mission, and our mission is to show, just in case y'all didn't know, is that Black love exists.
Right. And so, if that blessed anybody in the congregation, the Beauty Beats and Balance Cash App is active. We accept any type of donation to our Beauty Beats and Balance Cash App.
Hey.
If you like what we're doing, if you like the lengths we going through to bring you good content, you can support us at Beauty Beats Balance Cash App.
Wow, I forgot about that. I forgot we had a Cash App.
The link will be in the YouTube description.
Okay.
Yeah. As well as, I guess we wrap it up, as well as all of our other links. You can follow us on social media, follow the podcast.
And you know what? I'm going to make sure Walter finds the link to Kev on Stage's interview with Keith, because I really want, if you're interested, to listen to it, because it's very interesting. It's very inspiring, and I think everyone should listen to it. Maybe everyone should listen to Kev on Stage too. I mean, he's funny.
Yeah, he's funny. He seems just genuinely funny, like the dude at school was just always doing something silly. Yeah. And he was a good guy, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't like, some people be like class clowns and just be disruptive and just doing crazy stuff. He seemed like he was just a good-hearted, good-natured, funny guy, you know what I'm saying? And
he's a dad and a husband. Like, he seemed like just a good guy. I mean, you just know it's good people out there. Yep. It's good people out there. Is that it? That's all we got today?
That's all I had on my list, boy.
All right. I think we got it. I got to go pick up some kids.
Good deal.
And stop by the salon. Well, as always, thank y'all for joining us for another episode of Beauty Beats and Balance. We appreciate you supporting us and listening and watching and sharing. And until next time, love and lights.